The goal has always been to get the Kanzius cancer treatment to human trials. Lead researcher Dr. Stephen Curley made that promise to John Kanzius as his own health was failing.
He said, I don't know that I'm going to make it, and I really need to know that this work is going to continue. And I made a promise to the man. I promised him I would get this to human clinical trials, and I'm going to keep that promise.
In this incubator is the enemy. These are pancreatic cancer cells, and they're kept in an incubator that's the same temperature as your body or mine. And it's some of these cancer cells that are put into the Kanzius machine for the tests.
After heating and killing cancer cells with the Kanzius RF field, the test progressed to tumors in animals.
We had to first test on small animals, then we gradually move into large animals, then our ultimate goal is human trials.
But calibrating the machines and learning how much heat is safe, that's been the tricky part.
Yes, no doubt about it. The very first experiments we did, we went to very high levels of heat. We did a single high-level treatment, and that was in animals containing a malignant liver tumor. And we showed that we killed the liver tumor, but again, it produced so much heat, it did do some damage to liver around the tumor as well.
So they learned to back down and kill the tumors in progressive steps.
Essentially, what we found is that we can go to very powerful fields, so very intense electrical fields, and that the animals tolerate the treatment well. We treated them several times, and then when we look at biopsies from different organs, we're seeing that the animal tolerates the procedure very well. They recover from the treatment fine, their behavior is fine, they eat fine. They're really having no side effects or toxic effects from the RF field treatment.
The progress gets researchers excited.
But to actually see something that will work, that's what really excites me. I was like, this is working. I'm doing experiments myself, I'm seeing it working. I see no reason why it can't work in humans.
What's the most challenging thing about the research? Is it taking longer than you thought it would take to get to human trials?
It's taking much longer than I thought it would take, but I think that's getting ready to change. That's another exciting, very recent development. The holding company that holds all the intellectual property for this was called Thermed, and they've recently finished negotiations with a new company that will be taking over that intellectual property. They will be helping support the research, but they are also very goal-directed at getting in front of the FDA.
Dr. Curley believes he has the data to prove that the trials will be safe for humans. Now he needs the date.
We believe we've had good data for the last 2 years to approach the FDA, but we haven't had permission to do it. Now we hope to have a meeting with the FDA early in 2014 to actually see what additional steps they want to get to human trials. I think our best case scenario, we could be in human trials by early 2015, so a little more than a year from now.
Until then, the Kanzius machines in Houston are booked for ongoing tests. Lisa Adams reporting.